Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Thursday. I wanted to start off by saying thank you to everyone for your well wishes while I was trying to recover yesterday. I really appreciate it. It means the most to me. So thank you, thank you. And we are slowly getting it back together. This is going to be a process, but it's not going to keep me away. Now, we are back today. Hopefully, you guys were able to join us for the OC recap, but we are posting on both Up and Adam Channel 1 and Up and Adam Channel 2. So if you're not subscribed to the second channel or this one, make sure you get subscribed. We're back to talk about the fact that Craig Conover from Southern Charm, which is premiering tonight, is being very boisterous when it comes to Carl and Lindsay's split, saying it's going to make a lot more sense after watching their tumultuous relationship. We're going to get into it. Let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys. So Craig was not holding back. Page 6 picked up on this and so many other people, but he was saying that after watching this upcoming season of Summer House, that it's going to make a lot more sense when it comes to the split of Carl and Lindsay. Now, I think that's news to everybody. Well, maybe not. I didn't see this happening. I didn't think that this wedding was going to go through. They've split up before. And also, if you guys remember from the reunion with Carl and Lindsay and Paige telling that Carl and Lindsay that they're so fame hungry, and Carl was like, "You're dating one of the biggest liars on Bravo, Craig." And Andy was like, "Yeah, there's a lot of liars on Bravo, so that's a big statement." Well, now, of course, Craig's not holding back. This is what he said. "I was very surprised. I at least thought that they would get married and then whatever happened, happened. But also, when everyone gets to see the season, it'll make a lot more sense. For 2 months, we had all dealt with this. You know, it's not like they had a great summer and all of a sudden this happens." But he added that he had some great conversations with both Lindsay and Carl in recent months. He said, "I just think, obviously, the end result without any context at all was going to be tough for people to wrap their heads around. I think it'll make more sense with more context. That's all." I like how he's trying to play it cool. Now, I'm going to play you a video of Craig kind of explaining this in his own words so you guys can see. So thank you to Queens of Bravo. Here we go. Let me just reboot this. Wait a minute. We're going to stop sharing it for 2 seconds, and then I'm going to share it with you guys. So Craig's pretty much telling everybody that this is inevitable and that this was going to happen based off of what he saw on the show. But wait, here we go. Now I'm going to share it with you. Queens of Bravo, share.
I was very surprised. I at least thought they would get married and then whatever happened, but also like when everyone gets to see this season, it'll make a lot more sense. And I think I'm not saying one way or the other, but like for 2 months, we had all dealt with this. It's not like they had a great summer and all of a sudden this happened. So I think you get to see a different side of people on Summer House too, which is great. And, I got to have some great conversations with both of them. And I just think, obviously, the end result without any context at all is going to be tough for people to wrap their heads around. I'm not saying that I think it'll make more sense with more context. That's all. Like, I don't know if it would be as surprising if everyone got to watch the full season yet. Look, I mean, I was very surprised. I at least thought they would get married. I was coming back from the US Open and I got the text message and I was like, oh my God. So, yeah, but I mean, I was coming back.
Okay. So, you could tell that he's not totally disappointed by this. And I wouldn't expect him to be, considering Carl did again slam him as the biggest liar on Bravo. And when he says that he was coming back from the US Open, I love where he's just trying to show this is where I've been, because after Carl sent the letter to the wedding guests claiming his ex-fiance was devastated. And if you guys remember, the letter said something to the effect of, "Words can't possibly express how difficult the last 2 weeks have been for Lindsay and I. We are so incredibly sorry to all of our guests for the confusion and lack of communication. We were trying to figure out how exactly this all happened before we could even have the opportunity to determine the best path forward amongst ourselves. He said, "The fact of the matter is Lindsay is devastated, and I'm crushed at how this all transpired, but I graciously ask for some patience and grace to heal and recover while we navigate this extremely difficult time." Well, fans were pissed about that too, because the letter that he sent out to friends and family who were going to be attending the wedding, it was kind of just letting them know, hey, this wedding's not going to happen, but if you guys want, the resort is still there. I still encourage you guys to go have a great time. I understand that right now it's very trying as far as financial time. So if you guys need help recouping any of the funds, we will do our best to help you. But this wasn't a letter that Lindsay co-signed. It was a letter that he put out to friends and family, and allegedly a friend ended up leaking it to People magazine. However, I still, to this day, do not think that friends leaked it to People magazine. I think that Carl was the one who gave it to People magazine, considering he already had a working relationship with them based off of the engagement photos. That's what makes the most sense to me. And for her, yeah, of course she's going to be pissed, because her name, he's speaking on behalf of her. I said this in another video. Most people don't like, especially something this big, everywhere she goes right now, I'm sure people are asking her about the split. She probably wants to be right there and know, what are you telling people? What do you want me to tell people? How are we navigating this? Because it's you and I against the world on this, and we have to be able to have our story straight. That's the same reason that Kyle and Mauricio released a statement at the exact same time, because they wanted to put up a united front. Well, another person who spoke out about this was Captain Lee. He reacted to the whole cheating rumor. And if you guys don't remember, he was teased to be the officiant of this whole situation, right? But he did say during Wednesday's episode of Salty with Captain Lee podcast, he said, "Carl and I have had a conversation about this, and I'm not at liberty to discuss any of that conversation, but he is as devastated as anybody I've ever seen. It was going to be a very high profile wedding. It was going to be broadcast on Bravo. Is there a graceful way out of something like that? You're under a microscope with everything that you do." He also added that he could not shed any light on the reason that Carl and Lindsay parted ways, but he did deny that she was pregnant. Oh, yeah. He also clarified the rumor that the person that Carl was alleged to have had an affair with, he said, we're buddies, and Lindsay and I are also close friends. So I don't know. Other gossip going around is that Carl's mom got involved, to which Captain Lee responded, I can see how that would happen. He went on to address hearsay that it was too late for guests to cancel their accommodations at the all-inclusive hotel in Mexico where the destination wedding was set to take place. And he said, I received an email from Carl and Lindsay today saying you have until like the 13th to cancel your rooms with a full refund. Is it an ideal situation? Hell no. But to sit there and say Carl and Lindsay stuck everybody with the tab for going to their wedding is not true. He also slammed the people that love the anonymity of a keyboard and have no moral compass whatsoever. None of our GD business. They need some time and space to work out what they need to work out between them. And he wishes them the very best. Still, he reiterated that Carl is a dear friend and that he would be there for him no matter what. So for everybody out there that thinks it's a one-sided thing or they know everything that there is to know about it, the only two people that know what's going on are Carl and Lindsay. And if they're not talking, let them be. That's why I like Captain Lee. We love Captain Lee over here. And Kate Chastain, I wonder what she has to say about this, but she's not going to speak anything negative about it, considering Carl and Captain Lee are friends. That just makes sense. But I want to hear what your guys' thoughts are about Craig letting us know that this season of Summer House is going to be very interesting with a lot of tumultuous fighting, which is obviously the context that's going to be provided to let us know what led to the breakup. Guys, go ahead and comment below. Let us know. And before you go, smash that like button, get subscribed, and go over to Up and Adam channel 2 for the extra coverage. Love you. Bye.